With the imminent release of Starfield, we've just received some new information to partially quench our thirst for more details before the game's official launch. On August 16th, Bethesda unveiled the official dates for preload times and an exclusive developer Q&A session on their official Discord channel. While several intriguing questions were addressed during the Q&A, the most burning inquiries still linger unanswered, likely to remain so until we actually get our hands on the game. Nonetheless, any fresh tidbit of information is more than welcome as we patiently count down to the launch, so let's start with the preload times first. Preloading for Xbox consoles already started on August 17th, while PC users can begin downloading the game on August 30th. Since Starfield is a big game that needs 125 gigabytes of storage to install, this is good news for those with slower internet connections who want to play the game as soon as it comes out. Let's now move on to the Q&A section and quickly run through the Starfield-related questions in the order they were brought up and responded to. The first question is about player housing, and when asked if we can buy houses or properties in major cities, the answer is yes. You can purchase a dwelling in each of the game's major cities, and some will be given to you as a reward for completing certain quests. Unfortunately, no additional information was provided regarding the level of customization for these. The following question concerns the Kid Stuff trait, which we have seen in previous announcements and deep dives. Similarly to what Bethesda did in the Fallout games, it appears that your parents are based off of you. Their appearance will be created using a new face tech that will attempt to match your custom face features and then create the two parents based on that. This question is divided into two parts. The first section focuses on the new player experience, which is aimed at people who have never played a Bethesda game before and for whom Starfield will be their first. Regardless of previous experience with Elder Scrolls or Fallout games, Starfield will welcome newcomers and allow them to shape their characters in any way they see fit. This connects with the second part of the question, which is how deep we should go in creating our character's backstory. The game's design caters to a wide range of playstyles by providing a variety of traits and backgrounds, including the option for an anonymous backdrop with no traits. This allows players to gradually shape their characters as they progress through the game. If you prefer a more lucrative, albeit illegal path to wealth and power, it's worth noting that you can work as a full-time shady smuggler, engaging in high-risk, high-reward activities. Your ship can be customized with special ship modules to transport illicit items, substances, or goods past security ships and authorities. There was one more fascinating detail that slipped into this section as well. We now have proof that the economy is fixed and that the only thing that can influence goods prices are the skills you choose.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
And as in previous Bethesda games, if you are caught smuggling or engaging in any other illegal activity, you have three options: resist arrest and try to escape, pay a fine, or go to jail. So Starfield's legal system is more akin to Skyrim than Fallout 4 in that regard. I thought the next question wasn't needed, but apparently it had to be answered in case anyone still believes that exiting the single-player game will somehow keep the sim elements running and the universe going about its business. To directly quote one of the developers, "The sim only runs when you're actively playing." So there you go. If you aren't currently playing the game, your outposts, trading, and mining operations will not produce goods or credits. Now, I found this question to be one of the most important ones on the list. When asked if you could join multiple factions at the same time, one of the developers stated that all of the playable factions can be completed independently. There is even one quest that requires you to act as an undercover agent by infiltrating an opposing organization in order to extract information. However, whether you comply or betray is a choice that will be left up to you to make. Additionally, it has been clarified that you won't be able to gain complete control of some of the game's most powerful factions, and that relations between certain factions will be extremely tense. So, United Colonies, for example, will not be pleased to see you mingling with Crimson Fleet. When questioned about the possibility of completing the game solely in pacifist mode, the developers were left with a sense of uncertainty. Although there will be non-lethal weapons and other options, such as using their speech challenge game to persuade someone not to fight you and avoid the violence, devs are not entirely sure that every mission can be completed in this manner. Even though existing religions will be a part of the Starfield universe, the focus will be on three new ones. The religion of the Sanctum Universum promotes the idea that God exists somewhere in the universe, and that humanity's ability to travel the stars brings us closer to God. The Enlightened are an atheist organization dedicated to humanitarian and community service. They believe that everyone is responsible for their own lives, and that if we want the world to be a better place, we must do it ourselves. The last one is House Varun, whose members worship the Great Serpent, a celestial entity capable of destroying the universe and every non-believer in its path. They are borderline fanatics, and you will occasionally encounter enemy zealot groups in the game. This Q&A provided some additional clarification on companions. As it seems, over 20 named characters will be available to join your crew. 4 of them are from Constellation and have the most story and player interaction, as well as being directly related to the main quest. However, all of the named characters have their own backstories and can follow you around and carry your stuff if instructed, as in Bethesda's previous games. Furthermore, in addition to companions, you can also hire generic crew members to work at your outpost or on your ship. The next question concerns crew member management, specifically how we pay them and what the process involves. Fortunately, you will only have to pay your outpost workers once, so you won't have to keep track of this gameplay element all the time. Lucky for us, before hiring someone, you can use the speech challenge game to negotiate over this cost and possibly lower it substantially. In this section, it was explained that all crew members start with a set of skills at specific ranks. It's important to highlight that these ranks remain at fixed values. They don't level up. The most useful skills you can, and probably should, seek from your companions are the ones that benefit your ship and combat-related activities. For example, you can increase your grav jump range or boost your shield simply by hiring the right companion. The following 3 questions concentrate more on the developer's personal thoughts and influences when creating Starfield. I'll just leave their responses on the screen so you can read them if you want, or skip to the last part, which is quite intriguing. In one of the animated shorts, a mech battle was depicted, and initially it appeared to be nothing more than a flashback of sorts. The final question posed during this Q&A was, what is the history of the Mechs? Followed by an explanation that Mechs are remnants from the Colony War. Both factions, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective, had Mechs that were outlawed at the end of the war. Now that the mech topic has been selected as one of the few questions addressed during this Q&A, there may be more to it than meets the eye. I'm aware that the developers highlighted that mechs are non-functional and in ruins. However, what if this is that one surprise that Bethesda intentionally saved for the full release? I mean, they already have the technology ready for this feature, as demonstrated in Fallout 4, so why not repurpose it for Starfield? Could there possibly be a quest in the game to rebuild at least one mech that players can freely utilize? Come on, Todd, man, what are you not telling us? Are you excited about Starfield, and do you plan to play it next month? What surprise features do you think Starfield might have that haven't been revealed yet, if any? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, those were 16 questions and answers presented in this Q&A, providing all the official information we currently have. With Gamescom scheduled for August 23rd and the possibility of a new Starfield trailer there, keep an eye out for updates on this channel. In case you missed our video discussing the key differences between Starfield and the 3 other most popular space games, be sure to watch it by clicking on the video displayed on the screen. You can also find the link in the description. Be sure to hit that like button, click subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss our next video. We really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Until then, have a great day and a ton of fun.